The next morning, Cloud apparently just slept in the corner of this shitty clubhouse.
He probably got real drunk off drinking hard stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, I know how it feels now.
Why am I sleeping here?
Yeah.
We just left you there. We thought it would be the best thing to do.
Uh-huh.
And he probably hid in a corner and passed out because he's like, oh, I'm so drunk, I'm probably making an ass of myself. And then he just go hide somewhere. And they're like, Cloud, we're all going back upstairs for another round. You ready? And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna just be down here for a minute. I'll be up. I'll be up.
And he just fell down the corner and was like, I'm asleep. You wouldn't understand materia.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it, old man. You're too out of touch.
That's a sentence which feels a bit weird, because he's like, I got a message from the weapons store man upstairs, but there's no upstairs to this particular establishment, so it doesn't make sense in context.
Yeah, I think I ran around for a bit looking, how do I get upstairs?
Yeah, I had that we may have had that moment together. Where it's like, you go over to the weapons store, and then you go upstairs from there, and there's the beginner's tutorial where you get, I think, an all materia and a couple of items. It's a really handy thing to go do. I think those two committed suicide.
Oh.
It's weird.
Oh, maybe they got real high.
Maybe.
And they're just tripping.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
We couldn't animate the train entering or leaving the station.
This guy again, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, jeez, got on the wrong bus again.
It's kind of cool that the businessmen in Midgar wear sweet red suits.
Yeah.
I wish that was a standard color. Like red velvet.
This makes you think of cake all the time.
Yeah.
And not the band either.
No.
Fucking Barrett's face.
I know.
He's just gonna intimidate this poor white guy to leave. Like,
he's so tiny too. And Barrett is so huge, with gigantic calves, gigantic thighs, but tiny, tiny calves.
he's just like, I'm a big black man with a gun. You better get your business ass out of here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
He even
fuck.
he even threatens him right in there. Yeah, the depiction of Barrett is a bit unfortunate at times. Sometimes it's wonderful, but then there are moments where it's like, come on. But then you remember, oh, Japan.
Shit, you lucky dick. Oh, well, I mean, fuck you, lucky dick.
Yeah.
It says shit.
Yeah.
It's weird how shit gets a pass.
It is weird. Fuck may have been a step too far for the ESRB. Like, they're fine with shit, as long as you don't say fuck. You'd think things would be a little more locked down the next day after one of the reactors is blown up. I mean, that Shinra employee is like, you gotta be a real faithful employee to go into work on a day like this. But you think the trains would be completely shut down? There'd just be MPs everywhere.
Could you imagine going to work the next day knowing that very well the place you're going to work's gonna get blown the fuck up? You're like, well, it's either this or I get fired and starve and die.
Yeah. Well, as someone who works in a federal building, that is a concern.
He's just crying.
Yeah.
If I stay on this train to go to work, I'll probably get shot. If I go to work, I'll probably blow up. If I stay home, I'll get fired. I just want to live on the big dick plate.
If I stay home, my wife will make me put on the Superman costume and she'll cuckold me.
I hate my life. I just want to live on the dick pizza.
That has to really suck to be a Shinra employee who can't afford to actually live on top of the plate. Granted, sometimes there are super hot ladies on the train, but that doesn't count for much.
At least she's wearing little shorts and has big boobs and stretches a lot. Just doing that kind of crying where like mucus is just pouring out of your face.
Yeah, like you just got out of a gas chamber when your mask wasn't working.
I'm glad I don't know what that feels like.
It's bad. But yeah, mucus just pours out of you. Uh-oh. The security system worked.
Oh shit, who knew?
I'll explain later, but it's not my fault, I swear.
Uh-oh.
So throughout the train, you're just supposed to run from this end to the other. But in each car, there's someone you can go talk to get a bonus item.
Ooh.
You only have a few seconds to do it, so you really gotta be on top of it. But it's a nice little stressor that they added in this moment.
Do you want this?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah, and they just give you a high potion.
Like, it's just the in-world actual item. I mean, it makes sense. You buy them at shops and stuff, but it makes you wonder what the regular, everyday person uses a potion for.
Like how in 15, they're just energy drinks.
Yeah.
But because of the way Noctis infuses them with magic, suddenly they have restorative properties.
Yeah.
Like you're just, oh, I'm magical, so when I pour this Red Bull on an open wound, it just closes instantly.
Everyone, Noctis and the boys are just fucking hyped up on caffeine.
Yeah.
All the time. I can't wait to beat Zelda and get back to my boys.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I've probably forgotten how to play.
Probably. These poor guys had their clothes stolen.
Oh, fuck. And I got a big embarrassing boner on here because that lady went by stretching.
Just everywhere Tifa's going, she's doing that stretch where like you put your hands behind your back and...
She's like, it's really good for the spine. We're like, yeah, it's fine.
I bet.
Is this child in a trench coat?
No, I think that's Jesse. No, Jesse's in the Shinra uniform. That's Biggs. With a fake mustache on. He has a fake mustache on. It's so fucking stupid. And then Jesse's all, do I look good in a Shinra uniform? Are you kind of into like... are you kind of into like Butch?
Is this working for you, Cloud? I mean, just wonder.
Hi Tifa. I just, I wanted to, Anyway.
Yo. I wish Barrett's dialogue got progressively more and more, like, I guess, racist in a way.
Yeah.
Like, like, you can't really discern what he's saying. It's just like, yo, do something. Something. S-M-P-H.
Yeah,
F-I-N.
the text box just says Y-O-D''S-U-M-P-H? You in?
Do something.
Do something. Okay. I'll do something.
It just says hip hop, and like he just starts saying things like Compton.
Barrett, that was a lie. He just said, good, everything's going to plan. You had to abandon the train. Now run down the train tracks to get to where you're going. Things did not go according to plan.
This doesn't seem safe at all.
Yeah. And at any point on the train, if you fail to get to the next car within the time limit, you'll have to abandon from that car. And the further back you are, the further back you'll be, and the further you have to go before you get to this screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. As a kid, I was like, I wonder what happens. And then I just had to run a long ways to get here.
Cloud is so spacious.
Whee! Whee!
I like the idea of that really kid-like Wii in a very serious situation with grown-ass adults.
It's the most serious situation possible. Whee! You're committing eco-terrorism.
I drank too much last night.
Yeah, I know that feeling, Cloud. I was 21 at one point as well. I think, yeah, Cloud is 21 in this game.
21 and depressed and avoiding certain things, so you're just like, I can just drink now, right?
Oh man, we sure got drunk last night. What do you want to do today? I don't know. You want to get drunk again? Yeah, why not?
We can continue to avoid ourselves and our future by getting drunk again.
Ooh! Wow. Man. Looking back on it, it's hard to imagine being 22.
Oh fuck! I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah, I'm actually happy that I'm 30.
I like everyone who's like, man, I wish I was 20. If I could only be 20 again, or even worse, oh man, the high school days. It's like, no,
oh man,
no.
No, I much prefer who I am now.
Yeah.
To who I was 15 years ago, or 10 years ago or 5 years ago.
I like feel for the person I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey buddy, you know, it's all right. But man, I would never wish to go back.
This little puzzle right here gets me
Oh,
almost every
fuck.
time. It's not even a puzzle.
Timing thing.
Yeah. This time I was like, come on, do it first try. Yes!
Fuck yeah.
It's like, why? Why do they make it like this? What if one person needs to get through? Do they have to fucking...
Yeah.
Do they have to twister their way through that door?
They have some big dumb device that's
Yeah.
got like a bunch or yeah, just throw a twister mat down.
Just lay down on top of it and be like, oh, there we go. Now I can go home. Oh fuck, I never thought it might be a trap.
Yeah, who knew they'd be prepared the next day?
Maybe you should have waited a little while. It's a little odd to me that Barrett doesn't just light him up right here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Shinra should be talking, and then suddenly his face just explodes.
And Barrett's just like, what?
I did it.
Fuck, we're done.
Yeah, everyone looks back at it. Have you seen Logan yet?
No.
That actually happens in Logan.
Nice.
Yeah, right at the end, some guy's giving his long speech about how all this shit has happened, then his face just explodes. What's your name? Claude!
Hello.
Yeah. And then, here's another moment where Cloud is Soldier First Class, and there aren't many of them. So, you know, it's weird that President Shinra would be like, who are you?
Yeah.
But then Shinra's like, you forgive me, I can't be expected to remember everyone's name. And so it just feels like a smug sort of, oh, you're not important to him because you're just a soldier.
Yeah.
As opposed to, oh, wait, you were never part of Soldier. I don't recognize you. I have a dinner I must attend.
You know, and Sephiroth's badass and everything, but he's still first class. It's not like there's a class above that he's
Exactly,
in.
yeah.
So if you were even first class at all, I'm sure that you would still be remembered. Like, oh yeah, you killed plenty.
Well, yeah, getting the implication is that Soldier First Class, like Soldier at all, is very prestigious, and then Soldier First Class is only the top of the top, which makes Cloud out to be this huge badass, even though he's only level 7.
Airbuster, a techno soldier from
Yeah.
the zippity-doo future.
Basically, yeah.
Comes complete with blinky lights and laser beams and...
Come complete with laser beams and a 4-speed blender. Separates out the pulp.
Laser bullets and...
He's faster than a laser bullet.
louder than atom bombs.
I like that it's just... it's like a dog just kind of lunging at you. Just make yourself look real big and you'll scare it away, Barrett. Barrett just lifts his arms above his head, goes roar.
And it's like, whoa. Whoa.
Actually, it looks a lot like Tom Servo from MST3K. I have a suspicion that if I dig long enough on the internet, I will find a PC mod which turns that thing into Tom Servo.
Yeah.
Like, someone out there has the software and the knowledge and the passion, just like, you know what? This is a joke that'll be funny only to me, but fuck it, I'll do it. Ouch.
Airbuster. This thing just is meant to clean up. This is just a vacuum soldier.
We strapped a gun to a Roomba. The ultimate weapon. Cleans up all evidence of its wrongdoings.
Where do you keep all the ammo for that, Barrett? Is it just inside of it? Is it
I don't
in
know.
you? Is it
I don't know.
fucking bonk?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing does some good damage. Like, Final Fantasy VII is not a difficult game overall, but some of the bosses do have... You gotta be careful around them. This year on the Awesome Games Done Quick stream, I think they're doing a no materia run
Oh fuck.
of 7. It's slated to be like 8 hours or something. And I'm just thinking, how? How? Fucking how? I know there's one huge skip you can do in Disc 2 that I'll talk about when we get to that point. But, just, how? How do you do this game in 8 hours? With no materia? Or at the very least, it said no slots, which I think means no materia.
God, and I mean, even thinking, like, you can't really grind.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
When they do speedruns of RPGs, they tend to find, like, a very efficient grinding area. Where it's like, you need to be at least a certain power level to get through. And so they'll find one spot where it's like, we go here, we can kill enemies fairly easily, they give a certain amount of experience. Whoever has built the path, they call it pathing when they go like, what's the fastest way through this game? Like, this is the most efficient way to gain levels. In Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy, remember there was that bug where sometimes you'd step on a square?
Yeah.
And because of how it's programmed, every time you step on that square, you get into an enemy encounter. There's one specific square that they do that on because they can kill the enemy so easily without the enemy actually striking back.
Okay. That
they're able to just farm experience for something like 20 or 30 minutes and really get the levels that they need. This voice occasionally speaks to Cloud throughout the first disc. And it wasn't until this playthrough that I figured out what it was. And I'm kind of embarrassed because it actually gives it a name once. It just, for whatever reason, I always missed it. And so I've always wondered, what is that voice? And I had some theories. I thought it was either Cloud's, like, child self, like, his actual self, you know, the last thing he remembers of when he was a kid, talking to him. It could be Zack's voice talking to him. But again, that's why he doesn't recognize it, because he's acting as if Zack never existed. Or, in my mind, it could have been Jenova herself. Because they talk about Jenova having agency and actually speaking inside people's minds and forging memories. And it does give it a name right at the end of Disc 1. And when I saw that, I went, well, there we go. One of my theories was right.
I like how, at least if I remember Advent Children correctly, Zack is sort of just like, I'm cool with it, man. Like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And you try to steal my identity, but man, I forgive you.
Yeah, right at the end, Cloud is like dunking kids in the holy water in this church. And then he looks up at the door and he sees Aerith's ghost and Zack's ghost is just there.
And like a crocodile ghost.
Yeah.
And Abraham Lincoln ghost.
Exactly. And they just walk away.
They're just waving.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Ghost Bone now.
Basically, yeah.
Because we got all eternity to do that. Until we become materia or something. I don't know.
We could have returned to the Earth, or we could just ghost bone forever. Guess which one we chose?
Zack they go walk away, but Zack spins around real quick and like does like a almost quarter, you know, kind of squat and gives finger guns. Like,
Ghost bone. That's how this thing ends?
Cloud's baptizing children and Zack is gonna go Ghost Bone?
Yeah, Advent Children's not very good.
Nope.
The sequel to Final Fantasy VII actually should be a prequel set 2,000 years earlier. And it should have absolutely no tie to what's going on right now, except tangentially. And it should be when Jenova came to the planet, and the Cetra civilization was utterly destroyed. It starts with the first meteor coming to the planet and fucking wrecking everything. And then suddenly, there's a video log you can find where Aerith's parents are talking because her dad was a scientist and her mom was a Cetra. And her mom explains that the Jenova basically took the form of a person and was going amongst the various Cetra tribes and spread a disease among them, which turned them into monsters. And that I think the implication is also that when Jenova first came to the planet is when the planet first created Weapon as a tool to fight against Jenova.
The planet's scared. Maybe we should listen? It's like, the planet's just birthing a fucking weapon. Like, oh, we need this right now. Here it comes.
Yeah, so imagine if you're traveling around the world, like with Jenova in your party, not realizing what their backstory is. Occasionally you're just being assaulted by Weapon.
Yeah.
Everything's crumbling around you. This whole society is collapsing. You're watching the people around you just turn into these horrific beasts. Eris. Nope. Deal with it.
Oh.
I do a little bit of everything, you know. Tai Chi, tattooing.
She's like, or Jane, you unwoke fuck. And I was like, what? Oh, I mean, you know, it's just a...
It's not bad timing on your part. Cloud plummeted through your ceiling. And you were just like, oh, hello.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm just
a weirdo. Don't worry, I have a Superman outfit on underneath the suit. I'll just go find a closet and stand in.
But it'll cost you.
I have this half a box of Mike and Ike's in my pocket. Deal.
Fucking sold. Just oh, they're all mics.
He's already choking them down as he's just like talking around. The mic's pouring over his face. Just sold.
3 fall into his mouth. He's like, all right.
There are 2 in his nose.
1 stuck in his eye.
He exactly.
Blinks over it. You see his eyelid take the shape of it briefly.
Yeah, that voice in his head is telling him this information. It's like, here's what to say right now. You just have to keep up this facade.
Ah.
At least that's what I think is going on with that bit. Yeah, I want to take him out to a nice carbonara dinner. Look at him.
His lady friend ain't too bad either.
Jesus Christ, I completely forgot. No. I forgot to do something on my playthrough.
What?
You can come back to Midgar on Disc 3. If you come back here, for just a moment, you can see Eris's ghost on the flowers.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I completely forgot to do that. Oh well.
Man, you guys get a lot of shoulder work when you're laughing evilly, huh?
Yeah, really gotta work them traps every chance you get.
Reno likes a man with big traps, you see?
Yeah.